Fire, friend and foe, meadow surprises before you lead. Fire is both useful and dangerous. What is fire? How did we discover it? How do we control it? Fire, friend and foe. Early man did not know what fire was, but he must have seen the damage it could cause. He must have watched lightning and volcanoes long before he began to use fire himself. Fire was powerful and dangerous, and he was frightened. Fire may have puzzled early men, but we now know that fire is a result of a chemical reaction when the oxygen in the air combines with carbon and hydrogen in a fuel. A chemical reaction takes place. Energy in the form of heat and light is released in this process. This is what we call fire. Three things are needed to make fire: fuel, oxygen, and heat. Wood, coal, cooking gas, and petrol are some examples of fuels. Oxygen comes from the fire. That is why when you blow a smoldering paper, it often bursts into flame. The third thing needed to make fire is heat. Fuel and oxygen do not make fire by themselves, or else a newspaper or a stick lying in the open would catch fire on its own. Smoldering means burning slowly without flame. To burn a piece of paper or wood, we heat it before it catches fire. We generally do it with a lighted match. Every fuel has a particular temperature at which it begins to burn. This temperature is called the flash point or kindling temperature of the fuel. It is sometimes said that fire is a good servant but a bad master. It only means that fire is very useful as long as it is kept under control. For instance, we use it to cook our food, warm our homes in winter, and to generate electricity. Generate means produce. But on the other hand, if fire gets out of control, it can be very dangerous. Each year, thousands of homes and shops are damaged by fire. Vast areas of forest are also destroyed and hundreds of people are killed or injured. Just as three things are needed to start a fire, there are three main ways in which a fire can be put out. Each one of the three things needed for burning is taken away. Each one of the three things is needed for burning is taken away. For example, we can take away the fuel. If the fire has no fuel to feed on, no burning can take place. If we often let a fire die out simply by not adding more fuel to it. The second way of putting out a fire is to prevent oxygen from reaching it. No supply of oxygen means no fire. Small fires can be put out or smothered with a damp blanket or a sack. This stops oxygen reaching the burning material. Sometimes carbon dioxide is used to extinguish fire. It doesn't allow oxygen to reach the burning material. Add fuel to fire means say or do something that makes people react more strongly and fiercely. Smothered means suffocated, and extinguish means put out. The third way of putting out a fire is to remove the heat. If the temperature can be brought down below the flash point, the fuel stops burning. You blow on a burning matchstick or a candle to put it out. In doing so, you remove the hot air around the flame, bringing down its temperature below the flash point, and the candle goes out. Sometimes water is sprayed on a fire. It absorbs heat from the burning fuel and lowers the temperature. The blanket of water, also